In the vast, silent theater of the cosmos, our small blue world is a rare and precious stage for life. Yet we, its most intelligent actors, have crafted a script for our own potential finale. We call it the nuclear bomb. Born from our deepest understanding of the atom, this weapon unleashes the power of the stars themselves. But unlike the distant life-giving sun, this stellar fire is designed for utter annihilation. A single detonation can vaporize a city, poison the land for generations, and cast a dark, radioactive shadow across the planet. We live in a world armed with thousands of these weapons, held by a handful of countries. Their logic, mutually assured destruction. If one country launches an attack, the other will retaliate with greater force, ensuring both sides could lose everything. This delicate balance has held for decades, but rests on a knife's edge: miscalculation, accident, or a moment of madness. What happens if the system falters? The idea of a limited nuclear war is a fantasy. Once the first weapon is used, trust shatters, and escalation takes over. Leaders would have minutes to decide, under immense pressure, with flawed information, and irreversible consequences. We've built a planetary doomsday machine, and live with the anxiety of the button. The species that dreamed of the stars also created the means to end its own light. So how do we live under this shadow? How do we prevent the unthinkable? Through diplomacy, treaties, and vigilant watch. With checks and balances in politics, technology, and military strategy. We need to verify threats, counter aggression short of the ultimate weapon, and, most of all, buy time. This is where a different technology comes in. Not mass destruction, but precision and vigilance. We look to the skies for our guardians, the fighter jets. To stop a nuclear attack, you must first see it coming. Not every weapon rides a giant ballistic missile. Air-breathing threats are subtle. Bombers, cruise missiles, launched from ships or submarines or other aircraft. This is fighter jet territory, flying supercomputers with advanced sensors. Their ACE radar. It tracks hundreds across vast airspace. It discerns birds, airliners, and hostile aircraft at range. It sees in darkness, through weather, building a 3D sky picture. First step, identify delivery systems. Passive senses, infrared search and track, detecting heat and friction trails, plus electronic support measures, fused into one tactical picture, turning a pilot into a battlefield manager. Networked jets triangulate stealthy threats. See the bomber, identify it, track its course undetected. They are first to sound the alarm, buying the network precious time. Detection starts the clock. Minutes, sometimes seconds. Jets shift from observers to interceptors, engage far from friendly territory. Built for speed and agility, powerful engines, aerodynamic efficiency, and extreme maneuvering. Ground or AWACS vectors the fighter, heading, speed, altitude, to intercept. Modern jets exceed Mach 2, over 1,500 miles per hour, vast distances in minutes. Refined target, plan attack geometry. First objective, visual identification. Is it a civilian off course or a hostile bomber? Report findings. De-escalate when possible. If hostile persists, engage. Beyond visual range weapons, guided by powerful radar, neutralize threats far from people, acting as the final shield, defense of last resort, executed at the speed of sound. Conventional strength raises the threshold, keeping nuclear options as last resort. The scramble makes it real, 24/7 readiness. Jets fueled, armed, and waiting. Minutes matter, seconds matter. No nation can watch all skies alone. Alliances make security scalable. Interconnected radar, shared command centers, and air bases across continents. A shield with no gaps. Air policing in peacetime. Rotating jets where needed. Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Backed by allies on QRA. Ready to intercept any intruder. Real-time intel, radar, comms. A blip in Norway, seen instantly across the alliance. Multiple nations synchronize, creating layered response. Borders don't break the shield. One unified, resilient system. An attack on one is an attack on all. Collective power complicates aggression. Adversaries must weigh many defenders. Collective posture breaks escalation. Surprise strikes grow less likely. Stability through shared vigilance. Fewer missteps. Fewer miscalculations. Behind strategy, legendary jets. Engineering at physics limits. F-15, pure air superiority, thrust to weight to climb while accelerating, a stalwart QRA interceptor. MiG-25, Mach 3, Panic of the 60s, built to swat high-flying bombers, 1976, secrets revealed in Japan, 5th Gen, F-22 Raptor, and F-35 Lightning II, stealth, shape, materials, coatings, radar cross-section of a marble, first-day asset, sees without being seen. The ultimate interceptor deterrent, symbols of power and resolve. From raw power to ghost-like stealth, keeping WMDs locked in their silos. Technology is nothing without people. The human is the final safeguard. Selected, trained, and tested. Physically, mentally, emotionally ready. They endure 9 Gs and decide clearly. Signal, warn, or fire. Judgment matters. A pilot can de-escalate in seconds. Only humans read context and restraint. Character underwrites deterrence. Judgment, automation in crises. Professionals keeping fragile peace. In the end, jets give the world time. Time to talk instead of launch. Time for cooler heads to prevail. Holding threats at bay. Creating space. A proven pattern over decades. A weapon that prevents the worst war. The guardian of the pause. The breath for peace. The best intercept happens instantly. Minutes, even seconds, decides safety versus disaster. QRA keeps forces on edge, around the globe. Constant readiness, not theory. 24/7 reality. Designated bases, fueled and armed, secure and ready. Pilots sleep steps away, eat nearby and sprint on alarm. Drill to wheels up in minutes, ground crew final checks, practice relentlessly, often under 5 minutes. Intruders eat distance each minute, no time to waste. Controllers guide the intercept toward the bogey. Unknown aircraft. Engines to the limit, supersonic if required, even at high fuel cost. Intercept, identify. Escort or force landing. Many scrambles are non-violent. Adversaries test response times, and civil planes lose comms. Each scramble proves capability. It signals resolve and readiness, a message adversaries understand. Consistency deters probing. Immediate, robust responses follow. High alert never sleeps. Professionals at the ready. The shield hums quietly, an invisible umbrella overhead. Stability before crises escalate. Buying time for phone calls, not launch on warning. Time to think is priceless. Aircraft threats stretch the timeline, minutes become hours. Context that averts catastrophe. Talk replaces panic. Incidents end diplomatically. Sparks don't ignite the planet. Guardians of the pause, enforcing hesitation. That brief hesitation is everything. The breath that lets peace survive. Strong conventional deterrence, vigilant eyes in the sky, and time for measured decisions. That's how jets help prevent nuclear war. If this helped, consider subscribing. Stay curious. Stay informed.